I really wish that I had time to kind of show some real jobs more. Because, of course, a lot of the, like, a lot of my videos aren't actually working. And, like, cutting edge engineering and on fire welding and just other channels like that. I really enjoy Icy Weld, A Bomb 79 or whatever, and there's Vintage Machinery. There's a bunch of others that I really appreciate watching them. Actually go through the entire process and what have you, and show you. But I mean, unfortunately, I just don't have the time for that the majority of the time. But this one here, what the deal was that I actually don't even know what you would call this, the like tooth shank plate or whatever. Um, but they had actually peeled this whole plate here back, actually a couple years ago, and the one guy who was running the machine kind of bird shit welded it together and what have you. And so I actually just cut the entire thing apart and then like cut this plate completely off and just started over again. And I didn't realize until we were going back together with this that they had sent me the wrong tooth shank or tooth holder or whatever you want to call it. And it's obviously different than the other ones. And it really is a bummer. These are fangs. And actually got these right from the John Deere dealer. But apparently those are made in China now, so that's always shitty. But what the fuck's going on with my camera? But yeah, so just cut that off and cut the plate off completely and started over again. I guess nothing too terribly fancy on the inside. And I was originally using 75-25 and then ran out and then switched over to just straight carbon dioxide. And for anybody who saw my previous video about the Victor 300 series regulator, that one, of course, is a pressure regulator. This one here is a flow meter. I found this for $16 on eBay. The seat was fucked up in it, but I had an extra seat. And yeah, so that was pretty slick. But using the Hobart Iron Man and Hobart Excelarc Dual Shield. And I don't know, I'll see if I can, in a future job, show actually working through the process here. All this shit on the outside is actually just dual shield. It's not actually hard facing. Kind of curious to see how that goes. I did it on my personal backhoe, but of course mine is in the retirement stage of its life, and so I wanted to add some protection to mine, but I didn't want to, for one, spend the money for hard facing, but also I didn't see a need for it, and I didn't want to worry about having to put down like a primary pass and then hard face over it. I'd like to see if I can find a softer hard face electrode than I have right now. The one that I have right now, the name escapes me, UTP-71B or something like that. It is extremely hard. And if you weld, for one, it's not all position, which is a pain in the ass. But if you weld straight over the base material, it'll have a pretty bad tendency to crack and also crack the base material too. So this here being dual shield, yes, it's soft, but it's also cheaper and faster to apply. And you don't have the worries of it cracking either the, protection layer or also the base material. And also to this machine, they're not gonna, this isn't working in a rock quarry all day long. So, but yeah, would have been cool to show the entire process, but I guess there's a look at it completed anyways.